In the vast, dark expanse of space, where the final rays of sunlight dissipate, a solitary explorer glides through the emptiness. This isn't a spacecraft with astronauts on board, nor is it a probe planning a return. It's Voyager 2, a resilient messenger dispatched by humanity nearly 5 decades ago. Many assume that upon crossing the threshold of our solar system, it fell silent, merely sending back faint signals from the abyss. Yet, something has shifted. Voyager 2 has discovered something that never should have moved, something that shouldn't exist at all. For years, it traveled through the interstellar medium without incident, only encountering particles, magnetic fields, and the vast quietude of space. That calm was shattered when a deliberate, unmistakable motion was detected drifting in the void, something moving with intent. When scientists on Earth interpreted the unusual anomalies Voyager 2 transmitted, a chilling realization dawned upon them. What we had feared might actually be true. Having moved past the planets beyond Neptune and Pluto, and beyond the helipause, the invisible frontier where the sun's influence fades into interstellar space, it was anticipated that Voyager 2 would continue its silent drift. It was expected to collect sporadic data regarding space dust and solar radiation. Instead, it registered movement, a kind of motion appearing far from happenstance. Initially, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory identified what they thought was a transient spike in plasma wave data, a brief anomaly. These highly sensitive instruments usually track variations in particle densities or magnetic field interactions. However, this time, the signal carried a peculiar signature, pulsing rhythmically. It didn't feel like random data, it resembled a deliberate pattern. Engineers initially speculated interference or glitches caused by cosmic rays or system wear, especially because Voyager 2 is nearly 5 decades old. However, when this signal repeated, growing stronger each time, they understood something significant was happening. This data wasn't mere noise, it was a transmission. Voyager 2 had witnessed something and recorded it. Once the data underwent cleanup and analysis, an unsettling revelation emerged. An object approximately 500,000 kilometers from the probe was moving at an unusual speed, inconsistent with any known celestial body in that region. There were no asteroid belts, no rogue planets, and no typical comets. Yet, this object wasn't merely drifting, it was tracking Voyager 2's course. Its speed adjusted to mirror Voyager's path, akin to a predator silently following its prey, adjusting its pace just enough to avoid suspicion. NASA scientists swiftly recognized they weren't alone in their alarm. Independent astronomers and military observers engaged in deep space surveillance confirmed their fears. This wasn't a technical malfunction. All evidence, the plasma density readings, magnetometer anomalies, and gyroscopic fluctuations, pointed to a single, alarming conclusion. Voyager 2 had company, and it might not have peaceful intentions. Perhaps the most startling discovery came not from what Voyager 2 had seen, but from an unusual radio frequency burst embedded in the regular telemetry feed. This signal bore no trace of Voyager's own systems, it shouldn't have been transmitted. However, it was. Upon decryption, this packet revealed binary strings that, when visualized, formed intricate patterns resembling glyphs. These patterns were unlike natural cosmic waves or background noise, clearly constructed with intent. Some compared them to the geometry of crop circles, while others saw echoes of ancient human symbols, spirals, and recursive loops. A collective of AI linguists and astrophysicists processed this data using contextual analysis algorithms, leading to disturbing conclusions. The structure of this signal suggested an intentional transmission, not from Voyager itself, but from an external source, something that had likely embedded or hijacked the signal. Whether it conveyed a warning or a message remains uncertain, but the implications are profound. Voyager 2 wasn't navigating through solitude, it had encountered something that might have detected humanity. The scientific community now finds itself divided. Some view this as the breakthrough we've long awaited, evidence that we are not alone. Others are more apprehensive, interpreting this as a sign of surveillance or a dire warning. In recent decades, the hope of finding extraterrestrial life mostly revolved around exoplanet discoveries and fleeting signals from distant stars. However, this situation feels nearby and active. What amplifies the chilling nature of this discovery is its timing. Similar anomalies were detected in Voyager 1's data months prior, dismissed as sporadic interference. Those findings are now receiving fresh scrutiny, leading many to believe we've been too complacent, too arrogant to consider that we might have been observed for longer than we care to admit. And now, it appears, contact has been made. As Voyager 2's instruments continue gathering data, a team at the Deep Space Network receives an unfiltered stream of electromagnetic readings, frequencies oscillating in unfamiliar patterns. Initially, analysts attributed these to cosmic ray interference or background noise. But when the team isolated the signal and enhanced its waveforms, they were left in astonishment. A structured sequence emerged, pulsing with mathematical precision, almost synthetic in nature. Scientists conducted Fourier analysis and discovered this mirrored the base harmonic frequencies of hydrogen but with an intentional alteration, an inversion of the universe's most abundant element. What could this signify? The signal was not mere noise, it was attempting to communicate. A NASA intern, while exploring archives, uncovered telemetry data from Voyager 1, dating back decades. Comparing these old records with recent findings from Voyager 2 revealed a troubling pattern. In the same region of interstellar space, Voyager 1 had previously recorded a brief data anomaly resembling that of Voyager 2. However, it was dismissed as static at the time. Looking back now, it seems like an initial encounter. Scientists, analyzing the Voyager 1 data using advanced AI decoding tools, discovered that the waveform closely matched the recent event. This alignment suggested that it was not mere coincidence. It appeared that something, or someone, awaited in the vast expanse, having encountered both Voyager probes. This raised a chilling possibility: we were not unknown. Employing precise modeling techniques, the team examined the anomaly's movement. Unlike comets or asteroids, its path didn't adhere to gravitational arcs. Instead, it demonstrated an unusual trajectory, as if it were distorting spacetime to remain concealed. Simulations struggled to recreate its motion using established physics. Alarmingly, the object behaved as if capable of accelerating or decelerating at will, always just out of reach of standard optical instruments. NASA scientists characterized its behavior as reactive, indicating it only moved in response to Voyager's transmissions. Was this entity listening, learning, or purposely trying to remain hidden? Some speculated, what if Voyager 2 not only found this object but also provoked it? Though visually elusive, the probe's magnetometer recorded rapid fluctuations in magnetic fields, suggesting active manipulation of electromagnetic forces. Worldwide, conspiracy theories arose, claiming Voyager 2 had established contact with an interstellar intelligence. Yet it went beyond mere speculation. A former JPL engineer leaked an internal memo indicating that the anomaly's disruptions resembled torus-shaped energy patterns akin to those produced by theoretical Alcubierre drives or warp fields. Had Voyager uncovered something far beyond human comprehension, potentially capable of bending the very structure of space? The energy signatures were not diminishing, they were growing stronger. Each pulse echoed a chilling reality: we are not alone, and perhaps never were. Simultaneously, something even more unsettling began happening on Earth. Radio telescopes in Chile, Australia, and South Africa detected faint yet repeating echoes of the same distorted frequencies recorded by Voyager 2. These echoes, buried beneath cosmic radiation, exhibited a disturbing quality. They pulsed in sync with the delays of Voyager 2's deep space signals, as if mirroring the probe's activities. Analysts dubbed this the phantom pulse. Attempts to trace its source were unsuccessful, suggesting that whatever was out there had devised a way to project its presence across vast distances of space. The pattern exhibited intelligence and strategy, seemingly crafted to be noticed, but only when humanity was prepared. Inside classified scientific discussions, the focus shifted from, "What is it?" to a more pressing question, "Why now?" Voyager 2 had drifted silently for almost 5 decades, with its voyage expected to fade into the cosmic backdrop. Yet, just as artificial intelligence and quantum decoding matured on Earth, the anomaly chose to respond. Was this mere coincidence or an invitation? Some theorized that the object was reacting not only to Voyager but also to Earth's technological progress. It appeared to have waited, observed, and now, with humanity possessing the tools to decode its signals, it was finally making its presence known. Governments imposed media blackouts. Private observatories were suppressed. Even certain AI researchers reportedly found themselves removed from their projects without explanation. Behind closed doors, a crucial question loomed. Did Voyager 2 prompt first contact? Or did it awaken something we were never intended to discover? Ultimately, Voyager 2 transformed into more than just a messenger from Earth. It became the catalyst for a profound realization that shattered our sense of cosmic isolation. The moving structure, the mirrored signals, the encoded frequencies, all defied classification within human science. There is something, or someone, present not billions of light years away, but lurking within the shadows of our solar system, observing, waiting. The most unsettling aspect? They chose this moment to respond, not when Voyager was launched, nor when it traversed Neptune, but now, when humanity finally attained the technological capability to comprehend. The question has shifted from whether we are alone to what we have just awakened. Stay vigilant, for this narrative is far from concluded. The next signal could arrive at any instant, and the next discovery may not only reshape our understanding of the universe but also redefine our very existence.